A lot of traders overcomplicate their work, thinking that without complex indicators, it's impossible to find precise entries. But in practice, everything works much simpler if you understand the logic of price movement. I came to this when I started using the combination of Parabolic SAR and ADX. It clearly shows not only the direction, but also the real strength of the impulse. Today I'll explain how, using just these two tools, you can consistently find entry points even on a 30-second time frame and trade with a 1-minute expiration. I'll show several situations on the chart, including tricky moments when it's important not to rush into a trade. I'll show how you can gradually increase your balance to $1,500 plus, starting from just $84. Watch till the end. We'll break down a key filtering principle that helps you enter only strong moves and avoid unnecessary losses. And if your trading results are unstable and you don't understand what you're doing wrong, just join my Telegram. Every day I show trades in real time, explain my decisions, and give you the option to automatically copy my trades.
I had already earned $800.
My life changed.
No payments, no risks, just real practice and support. Bots are limited, so don't wait. The link is in the description. Message me and I will add you. First, I'll set up the platform so trading is as precise as possible. Chart type, candlestick. Time frame 30 seconds. Today's setup uses ADX and Parabolic. I'll configure them. Parabolic SAR is used to determine the direction of the market. Acceleration is set to 0.03. The higher the value, the faster the indicator reacts to reversals. Maximum acceleration is 0.3. It limits the maximum reaction speed. In the style settings, I'll set the dot color to blue. Now ADX, it shows the strength of the current trend, regardless of direction. ADX smoothing is set to 14. This helps reduce market noise. DI length 10 helps determine which side of the market is stronger at the moment. In the style settings, I remove the main line and keep only DI plus in blue and DI minus in yellow. Done? Together, they help determine when a strong move is forming in the market and when it's worth trading with the trend. I'm ready to enter the first trade. I trade 1-minute positions and I'll start with a small amount, $84. Opening a sell trade. Starting with Parabolic SAR. The dots are above the candlesticks, which already shows a shift in direction and increasing seller pressure. When the dots are above, it signals a downward move. Looking at the candlesticks, after a small rise, the price couldn't hold at the top, and red candlesticks started to appear. This shows that sellers quickly took control. On ADX, we immediately see that DI minus is above DI plus, which means sellers have the advantage and the downward impulse is stronger. So the probability of a move down increases, and this trade looks profitable. Let's wait for the close. And yes, plus $161. Great start. The market has reversed, and now I'll open a buy trade for $161. Starting with Parabolic SAR. The dot has moved below the candlesticks. The indicator shows a shift toward upward movement, and buyers are starting to take control. On ADX, DI plus rises above DI minus. This means buyer strength is now greater than the seller strength. So the market is not just stopping the decline, but beginning to show a clear advantage toward growth. Now, looking at the candlesticks. After several weak candles, a strong green candlestick appears and pushes the price sharply upward. So we have Parabolic SAR signals growth. ADX shows buyers are stronger than sellers. The candlestick confirmed the upward reversal with a strong bullish reaction. That's why a buy trade here looks promising. Let's wait for the close. And the trade brings me plus $309. Good. If you've already tried following other people's strategies and it always ended in losses, it's time to try a different approach. In my Telegram, I show live trades, explain key moments, and allow you to connect to automatic copy trading of my positions. The link is in the description. Message me and I will add you. Continuing trading, I open a sell trade for $309. First, Parabolic SAR. The dot is above the candlesticks, which indicates increasing seller pressure and a likely move downward. Next, ADX. Here we see DI minus and above DI plus, meaning sellers currently have the advantage over buyers. Now looking at the candlesticks, after a small rise, the price reacts from above, red candlesticks begin to form, and the movement starts heading downward. So a sell trade at this point looks profitable. All indicators align. Waiting for the close, and my balance increases by $594. Excellent. Now I've found another promising entry point, opening a buy trade for $594. Looking again at Parabolic SAR, the dots are already moving below the candlesticks. This is an important signal. The indicator begins supporting price from below. That means the downward movement is weakening and a foundation for an upward reversal is forming. Next, ADX, DI plus begins to rise above DI minus. This means buyer strength is becoming greater than seller strength. The market is no longer just stopping the fall, but shifting toward growth. After a series of weak downward moves, the market is pushed sharply upward, meaning sellers can no longer maintain control. The candlesticks confirm this with a strong bounce from the lower zone. So a buy trade here looks justified. Waiting for the close. And I get $1,141. Excellent. Now I'll enter a higher risk trade. Look, I'm opening a sell for 340, starting as usual with Parabolic SAR. The dots are above the candlesticks, indicating downward direction and seller pressure. This supports the idea of a move down. But the dots have been above for some time, meaning part of the move has already happened, so the entry is slightly late. DI minus is above DI plus, which shows seller advantage. But the gap between the lines isn't very large, so the downward pressure exists but without strong acceleration. After a small rise, the price starts falling again and red candlesticks appear. This confirms sellers are regaining control. I consider this trade valid, but not the strongest one. All signals point downward, but since I didn't enter at the beginning of the move, there's a risk of a pullback. Let's wait for the close. Zero, unfortunately. Clearly, in this case, it would be better either to enter earlier or wait for confirmation. So I'll take just one more trade to recover the balance, and I'm opening a buy for $801. Parabolic SAR shows dots below the candlesticks, indicating a shift toward upward movement and support forming below. On ADX, DI plus is above DI minus, meaning buyers are stronger than sellers. Now looking at the candlesticks. After a local decline, a strong green candlestick appears, pushing the price upward and showing buyer activity. The trade looks logical because several indicators show that sellers have weakened and buyers are taking control. Waiting for the close, and I get plus $1,538. Excellent, I'm satisfied. Here's the key point. It's not about the number of indicators, but about understanding the strength of the move. Parabolic and ADX clearly show where there is real momentum and where the entry is already too late, like in the losing trade. If you want to feel the market the same way and see strong entry points in advance, go to my Telegram. The link is in the description.